Guys, I started this morning at the laundromat where it was $8 just to wash your clothes and $8 to dry them. I reorganized a little bit and now I'm using the energy efficient way to dry my clothes, aka the ghetto way. It's so peaceful in the morning. Like, look at how calm the ocean is. It's better of a view. You've got all the houses on the hill or you've got the mountain. And I am here charging my laptop at this very convenient charging station. This is my favorite park ever, Jazeen. I think it's also like a fort, but it's just awesome. So great. Guys, I realized that living out of your car, you kind of realize what the simple things in life are, what the true necessities in life are, and everything else is then a gift, a blessing. Every person you meet, you know, every piece of food you eat is like a gift, and it's kind of good to lower your standards and try living this way, just so that you learn how to reappreciate life, because we really take a lot for granted when we get used to living the good life. So I'm happy that I'm living like this. Yeah, it's hard, but you get used to it, you know, and you meet people. The most I've done on this journey, the best thing that I've grown in, is probably talking to strangers. Talking to strangers has actually been the coolest part of this trip. Sounds weird, I know, but every person I meet is just, it's just great. It's so cool to meet people, and instead of walking by everybody and just looking down, you actually make eye contact and you say hello and then see where it leads. Love it. I was down off my car because I had to go to the store, BCF, to buy an esky or a cooler. And this guy who's just doing maintenance on all the picnic benches, he's just like, "How you going?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?" And we start talking, and he was kind of like, "Oh, you camping out? Like, you doing your laundry there?" And I was just telling him like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to pay $8 for a washing and $8 for drying, and save the environment, let it just dry naturally, whatever." And then we started chit-chatting, and I brought up me going to Magnetic Island tomorrow, and he was like, "Oh, I lived there for 22 years, and he gave me all the best beaches to go to and which roads to take and where to sleep, and it was so good to talk to him." And then I guarantee you he was going to offer me his washing machine and dryer, because he's like, "Oh, so you've got a place to wash your clothes then, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like it's fine, I just paid at the laundromat." But I bet you he was going to offer me his own, because they're just that friendly out here. Then we talked a little bit about his friend, I think, went to America and traveled around and got into some trouble there because the crime, and they weren't used to it. And so yeah, it was so good. And then he called me mate, and he called me darling. And yeah, now I'm at BCF all happy that I had a conversation with a stranger, because talking to people is literally the highlight of my day every single day. It's not the nature, as awesome as the nature is, it's talking to people and meeting people and getting advice, and just it draws you into the locals and makes you feel like you belong here, and it's the best feeling ever. Let's go get a decent cooler because my food keeps expiring, and I ate some disgusting honeydew, like the green melon, this morning, and I was gonna eat it all knowing it was bad, but I just was like, yeah, I don't want to get sick from this. I need a real cooler, a real esky. I'm buying this. These things are lifesavers. And I found the cooler. Got my new cooler. I never thought I'd be so happy to have a cooler. Let me show you. I filled it up with ice. Oh, keeping everything cold. I love it. And I got this here, friends, is a snake biting kit. That was a really bad accent, by the way. So basically it says it's good for all these things, which I don't really understand how it could be good for all the other things besides a snake bite, but I guess anything with venom you want to cover up and not touch with any part of your body, like especially jellyfish sting. So it's basically 3 bandages, and this is going to be very useful in my life. Hopefully not, actually. I take that back. I'm about to meet Nick for lunch, and I'm so hungry because I've been fasting all morning. Look, that lady's hanging her clothes on a clothesline. Look at her go, saving the environment. That's a nice clothesline, it spins. Anyways, I'm so hungry, so I'm gonna like devour some food. And I went on Mind My House and I applied for this pet sitting gig in Cairns for 2 months. I don't know if I already told you this. And so I think I have an interview tonight. I'm messaging the people right now, and so it'll be like a FaceTime interview. But I hope I get it. Like if it's God's will to get that job, it'll just be like a free house for 2.5 months in Cairns. So I get to just settle and chill and actually stay somewhere and then find a job too, which would be really great. I bought my ferry ticket for Magnetic Island, and so I leave on the 19th and I think I get back on the 21st. I'm going solo, gonna do some camping, some snorkeling, some adventuring. I heard it's a beautiful island, so I'm super excited about that. Stay tuned, that video is gonna be epic. But yeah, that could be okay. You can be the bait. They look so crazy. This is Alligator Creek. Really?
Cutesy weekend at Todd.
Kind of. Oh my gosh, what a long day. I realized that I'm allergic to avocados. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but I ate one, and every single time I eat an avocado, I get like stomach cramps, and I've been having them the last like 4 hours after that food I ate. The friend I hung out with, it was the first time I met him. His name's Nick. He was super nice, super cool. I don't really know if we hit it off super well. I think we were very different-minded people, and that's okay. We still had a good time talking and chit-chatting. And then I came back to the Strand because I love this place so much, and I had my FaceTime interview with these people that I want to house sit for. I think it's only like a month, they said, but it's like December to January over Christmas. And I just FaceTimed them for about 30 minutes. They were super, super nice, cool people, and they basically said I was hired. And I don't get paid, it's just like I have a place to stay, basically. And they live really close to the city, and they have nature in their backyard, and it looks wonderful. So I'm excited that I have at least a house to stay in for a month. And yeah, that was good. I love talking to the locals who live here. Who knows, maybe they can be like people that will be my friends when I'm living up in Cairns, you know? Now I gotta go public shower again. Last time I forgot to bring my bathing suit in, so I just showered in my clothes. And then I had to wait for my clothes to dry off. I'm losing it. I just want to shower because it's been so hot today. It hit 32 degrees Celsius today, which is probably like 90 something in Fahrenheit. And then I'm gonna go back to my favorite place, Jazeen Park, and I'm gonna barbecue some food and then put it in my new cooler so that I'll have it tomorrow. I'm tired. I have such a headache right now from this heat. It's pretty darn hot here. I'm doing some cooking. Yum, yum, yum. I love these grills. Look at, they're so nice.